Hello everyone. Today's video is about the power of words and why we must think before we speak. Words can heal or hurt, build trust or break relationships. Once spoken, they cannot be taken back. Many arguments, regrets, and broken bonds come not from actions, but from careless words said in anger or without thought. By pausing before speaking, we give ourselves a chance to choose kindness over harshness, wisdom over impulse, and peace over conflict. A gentle word can encourage someone for life, while a harsh one can leave wounds that never fade. Thinking before speaking is not weakness. It is strength, self-control, and respect. Today's video shows why it's important to slow down, reflect, and let our words become tools for peace rather than weapons of regret. Words are powerful. Words can heal and words can hurt. Words can build bridges and words can break hearts. Most people do not realize how strong their words are until they speak them and cannot take them back. Once spoken, words fly out like arrows, and no matter how much you regret, you cannot pull them back. This is why people often say, think before you speak. It sounds like a small lesson, but it holds the wisdom of a lifetime. Imagine a simple moment. You wake up in the morning and someone in your family says to you, "Good morning, I hope you have a beautiful day." Just these small words can make your heart feel warm and you start your day with a smile. But if the same person says, "Why are you so lazy? You never do things right," how will you feel? The day may look darker, your mood may turn heavy, and even simple tasks may feel hard. See how just a few words can change the way your entire day feels? That is the reality of words. Thinking before speaking is not only about avoiding hurting others. It is also about choosing to create peace, kindness, and better relationships. In our fast-moving world, people often speak without pausing. They speak when they are angry, when they are stressed, or when they are careless. Later they regret it. But regret cannot undo what is already done. That is why we must train ourselves to pause, breathe, and think before we let our words out. Let us go step by step and understand deeply why thinking before speaking is so important, how it affects our daily life, and how it shapes the person we are becoming. Words may look small, but they carry weight. A heavy stone can break glass. In the same way, harsh words can break someone's confidence or spirit. Many people walk around carrying invisible wounds inside their hearts, not from physical fights, but from words spoken to them years ago. A child who was once told, "You are useless," may grow up doubting themselves, even if they become successful. An adult who constantly hears negative words may start believing those words, even when they are not true. On the other hand, gentle words are like light. They make the path easier. Imagine a teacher saying to a student, "I believe in you. You can do better." That one sentence can turn fear into courage, doubt into hope, and weakness into strength. Words, therefore, are not empty sounds. They are like seeds. What you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of kindness, encouragement, and love, you will grow flowers in the hearts of others. If you plant seeds of hate, anger, and insults, you will grow thorns that may hurt not only others, but also yourself. Why do people often speak without thinking? One reason is emotion. When we are angry, words rush out like fire. When we are excited, words fly without control. When we are sad, words spill without careful thought. But speaking without thinking is like driving a car without brakes. It may go fast, but it will crash. Think about arguments. Many times, arguments do not become big, because of the main problem, but because of the extra words spoken in anger. A husband and wife may fight, not because of the small mistake in the house, but because harsh words were said during the fight. Friends may stop talking to each other, not because of one misunderstanding, but because of hurtful words exchanged in the heat of the moment. The truth is, the problem can be solved later, but words spoken in anger may stay forever in the memory. That is why controlling your tongue is not weakness, it is strength. Anyone can shout, but only a strong person can stay calm. Anyone can insult, but only a wise person can choose silence or gentle words. Thinking before speaking means learning to pause. This pause may be only 2 seconds, but those 2 seconds can save relationships, careers, and even lives. For example, if you are about to insult someone in anger, but you stop and breathe for 2 seconds, you may calm down and choose different words. If you are about to spread a rumor, but you pause for 2 seconds, you may realize is wrong and keep silent. This small pause acts like a lock on your mouth, protecting you from harm. Some people think silence is weakness, but silence at the right time is wisdom. Silence does not mean you are afraid. It means you are in control. A wise person does not waste words. They know the right word at the right time is more powerful than thousands of careless words. Let us look at simple real-life situations. Imagine you are at work and your boss scolds you for a mistake. You feel hurt and anger rises in your chest. If you speak without thinking, you may say something rude and lose your job. But if you think before you speak, you may say calmly, "I understand, I will correct it." This response may surprise your boss, and instead of a fight, you may gain respect. Or think about a student who receives poor marks. If the teacher says, "You are dumb, you will never learn," the student may lose hope. But if the teacher thinks before speaking and says, "This time you didn't do well, but I believe you can improve if you try harder," the student feels motivated to study again. Even in family life, words create peace or war. A parent who uses gentle words creates a loving home. A parent who always shouts may raise children who are scared or rebellious. A husband or wife who uses kind words creates trust. A careless tongue, however, may damage the bond. Our words show our character. The way you speak tells the world who you are inside. If you always use kind and respectful words, people will see you as gentle and trustworthy. If you always complain, insult, or gossip, people will see you as negative and avoid you. Words are like mirrors. They reflect the heart. Thinking before you speak is not only for others, but also for yourself. When you speak carefully, you gain respect. People will listen to you more, trust you more, and value your presence. Leaders, teachers, and wise people throughout history are remembered, not because they shouted the loudest, but because they spoke with wisdom, clarity, and thought. Once you speak, you cannot erase it. You may apologize, and forgiveness may come, but the memory of the words remains. It is like spilling ink on white paper. You may try to clean it, but the stain will stay. That is why prevention is better than cure. Instead of apologizing later, it is wiser to think first and avoid the wrong word. Many broken friendships, lost jobs, and family fights could have been avoided if people had thought before they spoke. It is not about being perfect, but about being careful. Words are free to say, but the cost of wrong words can be very expensive. Thinking before you speak also means choosing positive, gentle words whenever possible. Instead of saying, "You never do anything right," you can say, Next time, you can do even better. Instead of saying, "I hate this about you," you can say, "I would be happier if we try it another way." The message is the same, but the way it is spoken changes everything. Gentle speech does not mean you hide the truth. It means you speak the truth with kindness. It is possible to correct someone without insulting them, to disagree without fighting, and to express anger without hurting. The art of gentle speech comes only when you think before you speak. Some people may say, "It is too hard. I speak without thinking because it is natural for me." But everything is possible with training. Just like we train our body in exercise, we can train our mind to control speech. Start with small steps. Whenever you feel angry, pause before speaking. Whenever you feel the urge to gossip, stop and think if it is necessary. Whenever you want to complain, ask yourself if you can say it in a kinder way. Slowly, you will build the habit. Thinking before speaking will become natural. At first, it may feel slow or difficult, but soon it will feel like breathing. This habit will protect your relationships, give you peace of mind, and make you respected by others. One kind word can create a ripple effect, just like a stone creates ripples in water. If you speak kindly to one person, they may feel good and speak kindly to another. That person may pass it forward, and slowly, many lives are touched. The same is true for harsh words. If you insult someone, they may insult another, and negativity spreads. By thinking before speaking, you'll control which ripple you create, one of kindness or one of pain. If everyone in this world thought before speaking, imagine how peaceful life would be. There would be fewer fights, less hate, and more understanding. Families would be happier, workplaces would be friendlier, and friendships would be stronger. Thinking before speaking is not just about individual benefit. It is about creating a better society. A kind word to a stranger may lift their mood for the whole day. A gentle correction instead of a harsh insult may inspire someone to improve. Every small effort adds up. Before you speak, listen to the voice inside you. Ask yourself, will these words heal or hurt? Will they bring peace or pain? Will they make me proud later or make me regret? If the answer is regret, stay silent. If the answer is peace, speak with confidence. This self-check takes only seconds but saves you from years of regret. Think before you speak is not just a sentence, it is a way of life. It teaches patience, respect, wisdom, and kindness. Life is too short to waste on harsh words, arguments, and regrets. By thinking before speaking, you protect not only others, but also yourself. You create bonds instead of breaking them, peace instead of war, and love instead of hate. Remember, words are free, but their impact is priceless. Use them wisely. Speak less, but when you speak, let your words shine like light in someone's life. Because in the end, people may forget what you did, but they will never forget how your words made them feel.